Well, well, well. If it is not Offset finding out that karma does not just knock politely, it kicks the door down, throws confetti, and starts doing the cha-cha on your entire existence. While our boy is out here living his best life thinking he is untouchable, Cardi B just might have found herself a new playmate. And not just any playmate. We are talking about NFL star Stefon Diggs. Yeah, you heard that right. The plot just thickened like your grandma's gravy, and Offset is probably somewhere right now Googling how to unsee Instagram stories. Buckle up, because this tea is piping hot, freshly brewed, and served with a side of absolute chaos. Quick favor, if you are loving this drama already, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell because Celebrity Watchdog does not miss a single beat when it comes to the messiest celebrity moments. Now, let us rewind for a hot second. Cardi B and Offset have been the definition of a roller coaster relationship. We are talking Six Flags on steroids. These two have broken up more times than Ross and Rachel, gotten back together with more passion than a telenovela reunion, and aired their dirty laundry so publicly that their relationship drama could have its own streaming series. Remember when Offset literally crashed Cardi's Rolling Loud performance with flowers, begging for forgiveness? Pepperidge Farm remembers. That man interrupted a whole concert like he was proposing at a baseball game. The audacity was Olympic level. But here's where things get spicy. After years of cheating scandals, public apologies that felt about as genuine as a $3 bill, and enough drama to fuel 1,000 reality shows, Cardi finally said enough is enough. She filed for divorce. Again. Except this time something felt different. This wasn't the usual "we are taking a break" energy. This was "I'm done, I'm out, do not text me, do not call me, lose my number" energy. And honestly, good for her. The woman has been through more emotional whiplash than a person should endure while simultaneously being one of the biggest names in music. She deserves peace, prosperity, and apparently a 6-foot-tall wide receiver with hands that can catch more than just footballs. Enter Stefon Diggs, stage right, with the timing of a perfectly scripted romantic comedy. Now, Stefon Diggs is not just some random guy. This man is an NFL superstar. We are talking about a dude who catches passes like it is his religious calling, runs routes smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy, and has a smile that could sell toothpaste to a convention of dentists. He plays for the Houston Texans, he's got swag for days, and apparently he's also got eyes for a certain Grammy-winning rapper who doesn't play about her money or her boundaries. The internet started buzzing when eagle-eyed fans noticed some suspicious activity. We're talking likes, comments, follows, the whole digital flirtation playbook. Then came the sightings. Paparazzi photos that were blurrier than Bigfoot evidence, but somehow way more interesting. Videos of Cardi and Stefon at the same events, looking a little too comfortable, laughing a little too hard at each other's jokes. You know that energy when two people are clearly vibing and everyone around them can feel it? Yeah, that energy. And listen, before anyone starts clutching their pearls, let's be crystal clear. Cardi B is a single woman. She filed for divorce. She does not owe Offset her solitude, her loyalty, or her Saturday nights. If she wants to go out, have fun, and enjoy the company of a man who reportedly knows how to treat a woman with respect, that is her prerogative. This is not cheating, this is not scandalous, this is called moving on, and frankly, it's called winning. But oh, the irony is richer than Elon Musk's bank account. Offset, the same man who allegedly stepped on Cardi more times than a doormat, the same dude who had women coming out of the woodwork with receipts longer than CVS receipts, is now reportedly in his feelings because Cardi might be entertaining someone new. The mental gymnastics required to be upset about this could qualify for the Olympics. It's like burning someone's house down and then getting mad when they buy a new house with better Wi-Fi and a pool. Make it make sense. Sources close to Offset, and by sources we mean people who definitely follow both of them on Instagram and have working eyeballs, say he's been spiraling. And not the fun kind of spiral like a curly fry. We're talking the existential crisis kind. The kind where you realize that actions have consequences and that the woman you took for granted is not sitting at home crying into a pint of ice cream. She's out here potentially upgrading to someone who knows her worth.
The streets are saying Offset has been trying to win Cardi back. Flowers, texts, grand gestures, the whole playbook. But here's the thing about grand gestures. They lose their sparkle when you have pulled them out 20 times before. It's like re-gifting the same necklace for every anniversary. Eventually, the magic wears off, and Cardi, bless her heart, seems to have finally realized that she deserves more than a man who only appreciates her when someone else is showing interest. Let us talk about Stefon for a second, because this man is playing chess while Offset is still trying to figure out checkers. Stefon Diggs is smooth. He's not out here making messy Instagram posts or subliminally dissing anyone. He's just existing, being excellent at his job, and apparently treating Cardi like the queen she is. That is strategy. That is class. That's what happens when a grown man enters the picture instead of someone who thinks relationship advice comes from future lyrics. Meanwhile, the internet has absolutely lost its mind. Team Cardi is thriving, making memes, writing fan fiction about a Cardi-Stefon power couple that could potentially break the internet harder than Kim Kardashian champagne photos. Team Offset is scrambling, trying to defend a man whose track record is about as clean as a gas station bathroom. And then there's Team Chaos, which is just here for the drama, the memes, and the inevitable diss tracks that might drop if the situation escalates any further. Because let's be real, if there's one thing we know about Cardi B, it's that she does not bite her tongue. This woman will put you in a song, dissect your entire existence in 16 bars, and have the whole world singing along to your public humiliation. If Offset pushes the wrong button, we might get a track that makes Bodak Yellow sound like a lullaby. And honestly, we would all stream it, repeatedly. But here's where the story gets even juicier. Rumor has it that Offset has been sliding into DMs, not just Cardi's, trying to figure out what is going on. He's been reportedly asking mutual friends about Stefon, doing background checks like he's the FBI, and generally acting like someone who just realized he fumbled the bag of the century. Imagine being Offset right now. You're watching the woman you allegedly did dirty potentially find happiness with someone who treats her right, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it except sit there and marinate in your regret. That's not just karma. That's karma with interest, compound interest, and a late fee. And Stefon? This man is unbothered. He's out here living his best life, catching touchdowns, cashing checks, and potentially winning the heart of one of the most successful women in entertainment. That's what we call a winning season, folks. While Offset is drowning in his feelings, Stefon is floating on a yacht made of good decisions and emotional intelligence. Now, we have to address the elephant in the room. Is this relationship real, or is it just Cardi enjoying her new freedom and making Offset sweat? Honestly, does it matter? Whether this is the beginning of a beautiful love story or just two people having fun and keeping it casual, the point remains the same. Cardi B is not sitting around waiting for a man who didn't appreciate her to suddenly have an epiphany. She's out here reclaiming her narrative, her power, and her joy. And if that comes in the form of a 6-foot-tall wide receiver with a winning smile, then more power to her. The best part about all of this, Cardi doesn't need Stefon to validate her worth. She's Cardi B. She's a multi-platinum artist, a businesswoman, a mother, and an icon. She could walk into any room and be the most interesting person there. But the fact that she's choosing to spend time with someone who reportedly treats her well, respects her boundaries, and isn't out here embarrassing her every other week, that's growth. That's evolution. That's what happens when you finally stop accepting the bare minimum and start demanding what you deserve. Meanwhile, Offset is learning a lesson that many people have to learn the hard way. You cannot treat someone like an option and then get mad when they make themselves a priority. You cannot expect loyalty when you have shown none. You cannot demand respect when you have given disrespect. The chickens have come home to roost, and they brought receipts, screenshots, and a whole PowerPoint presentation. Social media has been absolutely ruthless. The memes are flying faster than rumors at a family reunion. There are side-by-side comparisons of Offset and Stefon with captions like, "When you order from Wish versus when you shop at Nordstrom." There are jokes about Offset checking Stefon's stats like he's preparing for a fantasy football draft. There are tweets suggesting that Offset is currently in his room listening to Drake's Marvin's Room on repeat while clutching a framed photo of Better Times. The internet is undefeated, and it's showing no mercy. But beyond the jokes and the memes, there's actually a really important conversation happening here about relationships, respect, and knowing your worth. Cardi B is showing millions of women that it's okay to walk away from someone who doesn't value you. It's okay to start over. It's okay to find happiness after heartbreak. And it's definitely okay to upgrade when the opportunity presents itself. She's not sitting around waiting for Offset to change. She's moving forward, and that's incredibly powerful. As for what happens next, your guess is as good as mine. Maybe Cardi and Stefon are the real deal, and we'll see them courtside at basketball games looking like the power couple of the year. Maybe this is just a casual situation, and they're both enjoying each other's company without pressure. Maybe Offset will pull off some miracle and win her back, though based on the current trajectory, that seems about as likely as me winning the lottery without buying a ticket. Whatever happens, one thing is certain. This drama is far from over. We're probably going to get more sightings, more social media hints. maybe even some subliminal shots in songs or interviews. The celebrity watchdog will be here for all of it, keeping you updated on every twist, turn, and plot development in this saga. Thanks so much for watching, fam. Until next time, stay messy, stay informed, and keep those notifications on.